What's going on today, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the motherfucking news. Tonight we'll be talking about the music production. Hey, you might be saying, Weaver, holy shit, you're doing these like daily? What's going on? Are you making the news? Yeah, I'm making the news. I'm making it up at this point. We got plugins today, and it's not AI. FILTERSHAPER by YORKE was updated to version 1.5. It is a trio of plugins with interesting EQ features. You can transition between 8 different snapshots. I don't know why they put it in quotations, but I'm also going to put it in quotations. They claim they've made it more visually appealing and comfortable to use. Well, I don't know if I'd call that appealing. It has the FILTERSHAPER FX here, FILTERSHAPER Q6, and then the FILTERSHAPER VA, which is a synth. It has a new multiband EQ that is based on an analog model optimized for rapid modulation, featuring improved audio quality. The filter section includes 3 new analog modeled filters. Some cool things about it are that you can smoothly transform between different EQ snapshots, either manually or automatically. This is a free upgrade. You can get a free demo for it, or you can pay 129 euros for it new. So I guess this is sort of unique in that it has these morphable EQ snapshots. They were definitely smoking some shit when they made this, for sure. I don't know what, but sounds pretty freaky. I enjoy how one of the reviews on here is from 2005. They may want to consider updating that. In our next story, Spotify has gone full circle back to payola. Sorta. Spotify has introduced a new tool allowing artists to pay to promote their music. They already had the marquee campaigns, but this seems like it's even more annoying. This new tool is called Showcase. You can promote new or old music through it. You can make multiple campaigns, and this works for EPs as well as albums. So basically, you can full on just throw as much money as you want at your music and have it succeed. Well, relatively. And this will be done by the company hosting your music. So it's definitely not a good thing unless you have a rich family willing to invest in your mid-music career. These promotions will appear on the top banner of the Spotify app. It is available to US-based teams on the Spotify for Artists website/app. You can even add a label to it, such as new music or on tour or I paid money to be here. Okay, you can't actually add that, I don't think. Maybe you can, I don't know. Choose the people you want to target, whether they are active listeners or previous listeners. Spotify also says that people that see these ads are 6 times more likely to interact with your release. If they do stream the music from the ad, they will not see the ad for another 28 days. You are charged per click, beginning at 40 cents per click. To start it off, Spotify will only offer this to people with at least 1,000 streams in the past 28 days. It is only going to be available for people able to pay from the US, and it will expand to the rest of the world eventually. This will be made available to you in the coming weeks. I know exactly what you're thinking. Hopefully this gives them more money to pay artists. Probably not. In the announcement on their blog, they actually have a section where they are trying to convince people that people listen to old music as well too, so you should use this. And they are saying that is why they built this, which is incredibly disingenuous in my opinion. They obviously did this to make more money, otherwise why would they be charging you 40 cents per click? And obviously there's nothing wrong with making money, but come on now, that's just not accurate. How do you say his name? Is it THOM YORKE?
Yeah.
Because it looks like THOM. I'm just gonna say it wrong. THOM YORKE reveals he smoked a blunt before playing an encore, then lost it on stage. I was looking at the keyboard going, what is this? I was so high I just got up from the piano and walked off. Relatable, very relatable. I think I sang the second verse first, and then I was looking at the keyboard going, what is this? Then I went to sing the next verse and I realized I've just sung that, and I looked at the others and they were all going, get us out of this one. I was so high I just got up from the piano and walked off. In our next story, TYCHO is selling a large amount of his gear on Reverb. So if you're a big TYCHO fan, or if you just need some gear, you can check that out. I've actually seen TYCHO in the comment section before on my videos, so if you're watching this, big fan. I'm a big fan. So he's selling 100 pieces of gear on Reverb, including the Vintide H3000 and an Oberheim FVS1 that he says has a mind of its own. Does that mean it's haunted, or what? I don't know exactly what that means. Maybe you could let us know, TYCHO, if you're watching this video. So TYCHO's basically having a garage sale. That's the news. I first got it out and it was like a magic synth. It's just so unpredictable that it has a mind of its own. It'll lead you down these paths you never knew you wanted to go down. I've never heard anything like it. I used it a lot on the 2011 album, Dive. for pads and big atmospheres, for basses and leads on the 2014 album Awake. Then I went back to pad mode on 2016 album Epoch. Every time you sit down at it, it makes a sound that you've never heard. You trying to sell me something? All right, time for the news. So TYCHO is obviously not retiring. He just wants to change.
I've been collecting.
He's a lot skinnier and long face. He's more skinny and long face than I thought he'd be. And I mean that in the nicest way possible. I don't know. I don't know what I expected him to look like.
It was before I had the Neve 1076 channels, so I had only had like Neve recreations until that time. And so I knew that it had the Marinara Transformers in it. I basically just wanted to use it for track.
Never heard of that before. Marinara Transformers? Hold on a second. Marinara. Okay. Yeah. I was like, Marinara Transformers? There's no fucking way. Okay, that makes more sense.
You know, I had used the Korg Triton, which is not related, but I had been using that up until that point.
Yeah, that thing's got some dust on it. That thing might have some DNA on it, if you know what I mean.
See all those fingerprints and all that shit? That's natural wear and tear grind. It's DNA in this.
What kind of DNA is in it, Rizza? I don't know if I want to know, man. Okay, I think we get the idea there. I'm gonna buy TYCHO's shit. He's selling his shit. They should have waited until it's out. September 20th. Yeah, it's not for a week. Like, is it gonna be marked up or? In our next story, PRESNOUS has relaunched their Aris Studio monitors. They have several different groupings of products. They have the Essential, the Studio, and the Pro. The Essential series is aimed at content creators, featuring onboard tuning controls, with almost all of them being Bluetooth compatible and having a headphone jack. The Studio series has a wider sweet spot, a custom-tuned EBM waveguide, super high frequency reproduction, and an extended low range. The Pro series is designed for Dolby Atmos mixing. It features a single-point coaxial design and has superior stereo imaging and phase coherence. Prices are as listed on the screen here because I'm not reading all that shit. And they will be available at the end of September. So you may remember in a recent WNN, I talked about how deadmau5 said that a lot of DJ sets are pre-recorded. And GUTI, I think he say, or is it I don't know how you say his name. I'm just gonna say GUTI though. He was quoted as saying, "I have nothing against this kids. I love music, I love musicians. Just want to start a conversation. Ghost writers, fake video DJs doing dance routines with pre-recorded sets. It is all a joke and we are being silent and letting them take over the culture. Why we normalized this. I would love to hear your thoughts." In our next story here, I've been plagiarized. Oh my God. Or have I? Let's look into it. So you may remember recently I did a video talking about speedruns and the history of them, or the perceived history of them, and how some of them are misleading. But I was going through Music Radar the other day and oh my God, they took my video. I'm just playing. They basically use my video as like a reference point for the article, and I'm totally okay with that. Why? Because I use their articles as reference points for my videos sometimes. So I'm fine with it. They may ask, how do you know this? Well, because they linked like pretty much a lot of the specific videos I mentioned that specific guy. But yeah, they mentioned me in this article too, which is pretty cool. Thank you for that, Music Radar. I don't mind if you make articles out of my content. I genuinely don't mind it. Just throw me a bone here and there, maybe link to me a little bit. In addition, as Weaver Beats points out in his video on the topic, in one of his TikTok videos, Rob TNB captions, yeah, either way, I actually appreciate it. Basically, they talk about the history of speedrunning. They talk about how there's no real rules. Are they real? Some of them are real, some of them are not. A lot of them are recreations. They link some of the same videos here. What is the point of DAW speedrunning? In my opinion, you know my opinion already if you saw the video. It's useful for learning shortcuts, learning how the music works. I'm surprised they didn't link Benny X in here. Like Benny X was a really good one to link here, but they did link La La La, which is pretty cool. Okay guys, and that's it for the news tonight. If you press the like button on this video, I'll be really grateful. If you made it to the end of the video, comment something weird down below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to check out my video talking about speedruns or the last WNN. I will link one of those two at the end here. If you want to support the channel, consider joining my Patreon or becoming a channel member. Great way to support the channel and get perks. I'll see you guys next time.